Okay, what's up guys? This is a quick video. Been reading online today. I usually check wrestling websites almost every day just to see if they do have anything noteworthy. And I saw this one article about Zack Ryder. And apparently last night WWE officials ordered the security at the arena last night to confiscate all signs, or as many signs as they could, relating to Zack Ryder. So anything that had to do with Zack Ryder, they were ordered to confiscate those signs. I don't know if that's true or if this is just a rumor or if this is actually true. You know, I've been looking around. It's on a couple of wrestling websites as one of the headlines that they recently just put out today, and it's on a couple of them. So I don't know if it's true or if it's just a rumor, but you know, I could see WWE doing something like this. And if it is true that they actually did have these guys confiscate these signs regarding Zack Ryder, you know, it's just another example of how WWE doesn't want anybody that they haven't created to be over. And you know what I mean by that. They don't want anybody to be creative in the WWE. You know, if you're not made by the machine that is the WWE, then you don't get over. You don't get a push. And you know, Zack Ryder, I'm pretty sure everybody knows this. Zack Ryder isn't used on any of the major shows. He isn't used on SmackDown or Raw. He is touted as a Raw superstar on WWE.com, but he's never used. And you know, if you would see Zack Ryder, the only time you would see Zack Ryder is on WWE Superstars, and that was just canceled, I think, last week or 2 weeks ago. So now that's only a WWE.com show like NXT. So you don't really see Zack Ryder that much, or you don't see him at all unless you decide you want to get on WWE.com and watch Superstars, which a lot of people don't. So you don't see Zack Ryder. And if you don't know, Zack Ryder has his own YouTube channel here on YouTube, and you know, he does a lot of comedy skits and all that stuff, and he does like BROSKI of the Week and stuff like some funny stuff. You know, even if you don't like him, he's pretty entertaining. He has a lot of charisma, and you can't take that away from him. So, and you know, he does a lot of creative things in some of his comedy sketches where you know, the one last week, I think he was over a gate. He was trying to climb over a gate, and the main thing he was saying that he can't get over, you know, like as in get over, you know. He does like a lot of stuff like that, where he says he can't get over, or he can't get a push, like don't push me, I can't get a push. He does a lot of stuff like that, which is true. You know, he can't get over, he doesn't get any pushes from WWE, and you know, it shows. And one of the main things he does, he asks people to actually make signs and actually take them to the live shows and the house shows and all that stuff to get his name out there. Since he isn't seen on TV, well, at least his posters about him can be seen. So you know, and I've seen a couple of posters in the crowds where they've had BROSKI of the Week. I think there was one that was in the very front row. I think they had one I think there was one at WrestleMania too, where the guy had "I am BROSKI of the Week" or something like that. So I have seen a couple of signs by him, and you know, it's just proof that if they're actually confiscating signs for this guy who's actually trying to get his name out there to the fans, if they are actually doing this, then this just proves that they don't want anybody to get over unless they're made by them. And yeah, I don't understand that, especially with the state that WWE is in right now, where they don't have a lot of stars that are actually built up, and a lot of their main event guys are gone. We just saw Edge leave last week. And you know, here's a guy who's trying to prove himself, show that he has charisma, and he's trying to get his name out there, and WWE doesn't want to use him. And it's like you're shooting yourself in the foot. Like you say that you need new stars and you need new people to push, and here's Zack Ryder right here trying to get that spot, and you won't give it to him. And I don't know why. So I mean, like I said, WWE has the ability. I've said this so many times. They have the ability to make a star out of anybody. You know what I mean? You saw that with John Cena, and you see it with The Miz. So I would think it would be smart to give a spot to Zack Ryder, somebody who's already partially over with a lot of the fans based on his subscribers on his YouTube channel, and his followers on Twitter and the people that support him, now that they actually have people bringing signs supporting Zack Ryder to the house shows and live shows and all that, and you see it on TV. So, he has a good following, and they're still not using him. I don't know why. So, regardless if you don't like him or if you do like him, you can't take the guy's charisma away from him. He has a lot of charisma, and I think he proves that every week. He does a video every Thursday. And I think he has like 10 or 9 episodes out. If you haven't seen them, go check them out because they are pretty good. So, just a quick video out there just to talk about that. If it is true, if they really are confiscating signs for Zack Ryder at their live shows and their events, and that really is sad, because this guy is trying to build himself up. Because we see, well, I won't speak for everybody, but I see, and a lot of other people see, the potential in Zack Ryder, and the WWE doesn't see that potential, and I don't know why they don't. And so if they really are doing that, confiscating signs from fans regarding Zack Ryder, it really is sad. And it just reinforces my opinion that they're thinking about getting rid of him or firing him and putting him on the future endeavored list, which is also very sad because the guy is very talented, has a lot of charisma, and he just can't catch a break. So, just quick video to get that out there. Let me know what you guys think about it. If you like Zack Ryder, if you don't like Zack Ryder. Like I said, if you're new, make sure you hit the subscribe button, favorite, comment. I will respond to anybody's comment because I don't get that many comments. So make sure you guys leave a comment. Go ahead and subscribe. Let me know what you think about this whole Zack Ryder thing, and I'll talk to you guys later.